Okay. Welcome everybody to my first video of Alex and the Senate. Today I will have my first guest, Tyrone Nesby, former NBA player from sorry from wait wait yeah. He played with the Clippers in from 1999 to 2000. He played with the Washington Wizards from 2000 to 2002. And from 2002 to 2006, you play in Europe, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. In Greece?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
In Greece, Italy, Serbia, and my last season was in Lithuania.
Okay, great. So, first of all, how are you? How have you been in this pandemic? Are you feeling good? Are you happy? Are you feeling that you are in a good position? How are you?
I mean, I actually feel great, man. With the pandemic is actually it helped a lot of people, even though some people that likes to move around pretty fast, but it actually helped. It helped me to slow down, to think more, spend more time with the kids. So I've been having a good time with it. It haven't affected me mentally. I think I'm pretty strong mentally, but I can say that I feel good. I feel okay.
Yeah, the most important thing is to be relaxed, to be calm,
mm-hmm.
to be to have a control in your life, right? To organize your life, to have
mm-hmm.
the results, to continue even though the pandemic has changed things.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a way to continue with life, right?
Yes, it is. I mean, you just got to change up your style now. I was in the gym a lot with the players and training kids and doing stuff like that. And then when the pandemic hit, I was not allowed to go to the gym anymore. Yeah. And then, here in the US, they was, we couldn't go outside to play. We couldn't do anything. So it took away a lot of that freedom of being out, working and taking care of what needs to get done. But it also taught me a different way of like where I was doing my dribbling stuff through Zoom. It taught me a whole different way of to make money. I was trying to figure out other ways to make money in it. And I use Zoom to do that. And I use we have YouTube as well. I use that as well, going live on that, Facebook going live, teaching stuff as well. And so it still taught me a different way of how to approach life in a different way, which I like it. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. You find more ways to continue to grow your mm-hmm. business.
Yes.
To starting projects like me with this channel and mm-hmm. all the network I have made in LinkedIn. It has making me more open-minded about what can I do, because last year I just entered in my freshman year in high school in mm-hmm. Tecnológico de Monterrey, which I was so happy because it was always where I want to be. I wanted to be. I worked hard to be there. And the best thing is that they are helping me with this project. They're actually they have approached to me and tell me, you're going to be great. You're good right now. You have to improve, but we'll be helping you to get to that level that you need. And I'm so happy right now.
That's good.
to be realistic. I'm so
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good.
this is great, man.
Yeah,
This is very great.
It's a very satisfying feeling I have with myself.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, your NBA career, you played from 1999 to 2000 with the Los Angeles Clippers, and from 2000 to 2002 with the Washington Wizards.
Okay. Yes.
What is the part that most impacted you in your career, that you say, okay, this is what it's about. This is what makes me a better professional, a better person, a better, a better person in not only in the professional, with the people around you, with the professionals you have around you, with what did you learn about that experience?
It was the NBA was a very professional company, the way they run things. Leaving from college, going into the NBA, it was night and day. The NBA was, you was around excuse me, you was around a lot of professional people, so you learn how to train different, you learn how to talk different. Even you dress different, like everything was just different. Like I met a lot of older guys when I first got into the NBA, and I was a rookie, and they always would tell me certain things of how to carry myself. When you go talk to this guy, make sure that you look at him in the eye when you're talking to him, because he respect you more, so you're like, oh, okay, cool. And so little things that I do today, and the NBA have been a blessing for me. I have enjoyed the companies and the teams that have really looked out for me, and still to this day, I still talk to a lot of players, and one of my friends is actually coaching for one of the teams that I played for, and so I think that's pretty cool. Tyrone, who's the head coach at the Clippers right now, a guy that I know very well, a good friend of mine. So it's kind of cool to know that he's coaching for the team that I actually played for. But I have learned a lot, being there, man. Meeting a lot of great players, man. A lot of great players that, I got very close to. Kobe was one of my really, 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 good friends. We really talked a lot, and so it was kind of I don't know. It was like one of them things. He was kind of like a big brother in a sense, even though we was like right about the same age, but he still played longer than I have. He understand the game more. And every summer, we meet up, we go work out every summer. I try to work on my game. I try to get better. And he was one of the guys, that I can say that was always there for me if I needed it. I call him up, he always answered. We talk about things, he have no problem explaining stuff to me. So he's one of the good mentor guy that I got really close to.
So you learn how to be more professional, how to be mature in the way that it will help you forever in your professional life, right?
Yes, of course, man. I mean, it's just it does help in many ways, and you just get to, and even just like learning the game, you learn the game on a whole nother level. Things you should do, you learn how to read plays, you learn how to read the players. You just do a lot of reading stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And people think it's just so simple. It's just watching the game and these guys, but it's so much more to that. So much more to that. It's a lot of detail going in, a lot of watching films, a lot of breaking down the player, what they do, what they did last game, how many points did he score? How many times did he go right? How many times did he go left? How many times did he have a layup? How many times did he shoot a jump shot? I mean, you got to know all this about this player, and then you use everything against him. If he went right 20 times, I'm going to make him go left 20 times now. You got to, you're trying to find ways to balance out, to change that person's game, to throw them off the rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah, to be more like a student of the game, right? To
Mm-hmm.
see even the smallest detail in
Yes.
film that helps you to say, no, that's what I have to do. That's what I have to improve, right?
Yes, that is true. The smallest details. It's people, like I say, people don't realize that these guys that are really, really superstars, that are really good, they spend a lot of time watching film. They spend a lot of time, working on a game, in the gym, getting better. It is not as simple as it looks. It's not.
Yeah, it's like my coach tells me, watch the games and watch the details, watch how they move, watch how they are placed in the court. Yeah, so it's funny because you mentioned about being in the gym and working. The other day that I was speaking with the personnel in my college, I told them it's funny because the 90% of students that I know in the weekends, they are in Paris or drinking. And I'm myself, I'm like, nah, I prefer to train, to work out. I like if you invite me to eat or something like that, or an event. But to be in Paris until 1 a.m. or like that,
right.
it's not in myself. I don't like that. I prefer to train. I prefer to work out, to find a way to make me better.
No, this is good.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I have this voice in my head. It's funny that tells me, nah, you will see that when time passes, you are going to be much better than them, in not only in basketball, also in a mature way, in a professional way. Because I see. I don't say that they're not mature, but they don't get how it's real life. They don't understand the real life. They don't have the true image of real life, and for me that's a problem. But
you had to I won't say, like, you have to sacrifice things.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to sacrifice things, then good luck. Because in life, like, I had to sacrifice time away from my family. If I don't do that, then I don't get what I need. So I had to say to my family, hey, look, guys, I'm gonna be gone for 1 week, but I need to go and do this, and they had to understand that, and if you're not willing to sacrifice anything, then, good luck, man, because it's going to be tough to be successful in anything, but I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Also, I have seen this problematic in, especially here in Mexico, that we have a problem with mentality because there is a big problem with uh, like an inferior mentality. I say a funny thing the other day with the personal. For example, in Argentina, they have that problem, but with a superior mentality. Yeah. And here in Mexico, we have that problem, but with an inferior mentality. Yeah. Like I said, and yeah, I'm going to be the better I can be. I can make a lot of great things, and there always be people like, no, be more humble or this or that. But I think they don't get it. What do you need to strive for bigger things? That's right. The problem. Yeah.
Now, what part of Mexico are you at?
I'm in Aguascalientes. It's the center of the country, actually.
Is it like Mexico City?
Yeah, it's close.
Okay.
It's close, yes. And other problem that I see, it's actually, of course, the image we have, right?
Okay.
Not only I'm talking in a racist way, not only about racist people or something like that. The problem is that we have this. You even see it in the movies, right? They put always like Mexico, and it's old towns and something like that. Yeah. And I watched that, and it's like, what? Man, there are buildings, there are cities. There is a Costco right there. It's like, what? Do you really think that Mexico it's really only old towns? And no, it's
that's what they want you to believe.
Yeah,
that's what they want, man. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous, right? Because
that's America.
Yeah, but it's funny because, or of course, another big problem is that they have this image of, especially because the problem of immigration and all that, that mostly are criminals, or how do they say it? Bad hombres, yeah. But that's not true, because there are millions like me that we actually study, we actually have a normal life, we have a family, yeah, and I see that's also a big problem. But the good thing is that there are going to be people like me that actually can help change that image.
Yes, that's good, man.
Yeah,
very good. Very good.
I mean, I understand what makes to have that image and all that, but it's not 100% correct.
Okay. No.
Also, I was thinking about, the most important thing is that if you want to make something or be someone, you have to, first of all, believe in yourself, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the most important thing. Because if you don't believe in yourself, uh, even other people won't believe in you, right?
Right. This is true.
So it's all about a part of a process, right?
Yes.
To make your dream or your passion or whatever you want to be a reality, to come true. So moving on, how do you think to coach in college? Have you had any offers or something like that?
I'm right now. I'm talking to different teams I cannot say, but I'm talking to different colleges right now, trying to get on the coaching staff, because I'm ready to take my coaching level to college. I'm ready to go to that level, and I feel like there is a spot for me somewhere in college. I'm very, excuse me, I'm very passionate about coaching, very passionate about teaching. So now I'm just reaching out to different schools and trying to find out who have a spot for me or who can make a spot for me, one of the two. I think something will probably happen. Something good will probably happen. I just got to have a little more patience too, as well. I do know that I'm qualified to coach. I do have all the things I need to be a coach. From education wise, also to coaching wise, I have what I need for coaching. It's just you have to find that right school, that's going to give you a shot, because when you don't have any experience of coaching in college, they kind of look for people that have experience. But there's one thing about this country that's always I don't never understood. People always talk about you have no experience, but I'm like, when you started, you didn't have no experience neither. So somebody gave you a shot. You have to keep that going. You have to keep giving people shots, because give them an opportunity, because if you don't give nobody opportunity, then of course they're not going to have experience. I think as a former NBA player, when we get done with college, we go play professional basketball. By the time we finish professional basketball, we're about 35 years old. Of course, we didn't have time to coach because we played. So of course, I'm not gonna have experience, but I feel that if a basketball player actually played in the NBA, that is just like getting your PhD to become a doctor. So when somebody plays,
Yes,
that is the same thing. But then, I don't know. I just don't, so if this person have his PhD, you should give him an opportunity, because he do know the game. Nobody is going to make it to the NBA and don't know the game. All them players are good, man. Despite what other people may say, when you make it to the NBA, believe me, you went through a lot to get there to the NBA. You had to really prove and show people that you can play on that level. So if you make the NBA, that's basically saying you have your doctorate, you got your PhD, and they should take that in consideration when they're making decisions on who's the coach at college level. But that's just my opinion. It's my opinion.
Yeah, of course. And you see other ex NBA players that have succeeded in college. For example, I was just watching the other day Penny Hardaway. Yeah, with
Okay.
the Tigers, right?
Yeah, with Memphis, yes.
With the Memphis Tigers.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's what you say. You already have the experience. It's
You
like,
have the experience, man. Yes. And I think people need to talk about that more.
yeah.
I think your head coach should play professional basketball. And then he got people working around him that can help him understand whatever it is they need to teach you to understand. But when it comes to coaching and knowing the game, you have more experience. And sometimes, that becomes a threat. Some coaches, they feel a little nervous when you are a professional athlete coming into their organization. Some coaches is a threat, but we'll see what happens. I just hope that, I get my opportunity, and I hope some school out there, some college out there that's going to take a look at what I have done and take a look at, who I am as a person, and know that I can help their school out, So time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah, and you truly deserve your chance or your position, because you already have the experience. You already have proof them that, listen, I deserve it. This at least the opportunity to coach in college, right?
Right. No, you're right, man. So I'm the type of person, man. I always think positive about everything. So doesn't matter what it is, I always stay positive and know that one day things will, if it's meant for you to get it, you're gonna get it. And that's how you gotta think.
Yeah, you will always find the opportunity that you deserve from your hard work, your determination. What have you overachieved in your career, right?
Well, have I overachieved? Jose?
Yeah.
What I have overachieved, like in a sense of what I have basically accomplished besides the NBA?
Yes.
I think I do well with, because I do real estate, so I do well with that. I go very hard. I enjoy it. At the same time, I think by being honest with people, it helps get pretty far. So with real estate helped out with getting people to make good decisions on, is this house good for you? Some people like a house and it's just not good for them because it's either too much or you're going to be spending all your money. So I will advise people, don't do that. Get this house, and at least you will have enough money over every month to have put for savings. If you're not doing that, then I would tell them don't get it. So real estate has been really good. It's been really good.
Yeah, because I believe that people don't understand that part, right? That you're not only a basketball coach or an ex-NBA player. You have a degree, you study, you have the education.
Yes.
But of course, almost all the people that see you will say, "Oh, he's the basketball coach or the ex-basketball player." But what they don't approach is that you have your degree, you study in college, all this part that it's important in your life.
Yes, it is. It's very important, and I always tell, like, especially like former basketball players or any athletes, go after your dreams, man. What else you want to do? Everybody has something they wanted to do before they played basketball. Basketball is, you got to think about it. Leaving out of college, there's no other profession that's going to pay you millions of dollars when you leave from college. Nowhere. I don't care. You can get your PhD from college and you're still not going to get $1 million. Nobody's going to sign you $1 million contract when you get your PhD. It's not going to happen. So anytime that you are playing any professional sports, you have to say, I'm a criminal justice major. I wanted to go into forensic. That's what I wanted to do. But also basketball was something that I loved. So if I didn't do basketball, that's what I would have probably done. So at the end of the day, it's like Basketball is the only profession at that time for me that would give me that type of money so quickly. So I had to take advantage of it. So at the end of the day, everybody have something that they would have done if they didn't play basketball. So the guys are not dumb, like some people think just because you're an athlete, this is all like some people even get mad when you stand up for your culture. When all this stuff was going on, I was doing a lot of peaceful stands out here in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, and I was doing a lot of peaceful stands where I had people out, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people out, and we was talking about the systemic racism that goes on in this country. Yes, I can do that. I can talk about that. I lived it. I have experienced that. So of course I'm going to talk about that. And if my culture, my Black people are getting treated a certain way, then of course I'm going to say something, because that could have been my son. So yes, I'm going to speak up. But then you have people like, oh, you're a basketball player, why are you talking? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's so stupid, because
it's stupid.
What has to be, what is the connection between that and a life and an experience?
Yes,
it's stupid, right?
Man, I know Black guys that makes millions of dollars that have been pulled over and been in with the law, and the law have no. Oops, sorry, somebody was calling.
No, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so the law didn't know who he was, but it shouldn't matter who he is. You should treat everybody the same. It doesn't matter what race they are. It doesn't matter if they rich, they poor. It don't matter if they're fat, they're skinny, they're tall, they're short. It don't matter. They are humans. You should treat everybody the same. It doesn't matter. But I have friends that have been through a lot with all this. So it's something that our country had to continue to get better with. Continue to moving forward. We one of the few countries that we can't get over the racism here in this country. So we just can't get over it. It's every day, man. It's every day, and it's sad, but it's American.
And it's not only in America. Racism is a worldwide problem. Even here in Mexico, even if they even if the people do not accept it, even here there's a racist about the same people.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean with that? For example, you look at me, right?
Right.
And it's funny because I have been to America, to Orlando, to San Antonio, Dallas, and I have never been attacked or something like that. But the sad thing is that I have my theory that it's because the color of my skin, right?
Yes.
Because in there, they only have this image of Mexicans as these brownish people, right? Like they already have an image. So they look at me and they saw, well, he's not brownish or like a stereotype, right?
Yes.
But for example, here in Mexico, there is a group of people. It's funny because they already have like this stupid name that they call themselves white chickens.
White what?
White chickens, like Mexican but with white chickens. Yeah.
White chickens?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? White chicken. Okay.
Yeah, because
they're lighter?
Or because they're white, right? So here in Mexico, there is not the same treatment
Mm-hmm.
or of these people like with uh, brownish
Yeah.
skin or like
Mm-hmm.
more like this maybe indigenous body, right?
Yes.
So even like here we have racism in that way, or we
Mm-hmm.
have racism.
Yeah.
For example, I was actually a little bit scared, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit like with tension because I have a Chinese friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the news, right? And
Mm-hmm.
first thing I did is I took my cell phone. Hey, are you good? Has anybody attacked you or something like that?
Right.
The good thing is that he actually hasn't been attacked or something.
Okay.
Because the good thing is that actually he has like a big group of friends and like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even here we have the, that stupid problem of racism with uh, race, religion,
Mm-hmm.
even even it gets so stupid that maybe only because of beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a big problem, but it's worldwide.
It is. It is worldwide. Now, your friend is in America.
No, it's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because my kids, they're half Chinese. And their grandma is Chinese. Here in America, they've been they've been attacking the Asian community for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't get it. But it's just huh. I just not understanding the countries right now. I don't understand, man. I just don't understand how someone color make you think that that person is bad because of their color. It makes no sense, man. And
No,
if it makes no sense, make no sense, man. I mean, I have friends of all race, all race. When I say all race, from Indonesia to Mexican to Filipinos to Chinese, Japanese. I mean, I have friends on, white, black, all. Basically, I got friends on like all different nationalities, and I always wanted to keep my circle like that. So if I bring my friends, you see somebody from a different country that's in my circle, because it makes me very happy to know that I can, like, if me and you are talking together inside of a room, if I'm coming to Mexico, you can tell me some stuff about Mexico that I don't have no clue. Because, when I look at it on TV, like what you say, when I look at Mexico here on TV, it's like, shoot, it's like a third world country. Everything is dirty and it's like, that's what they show.
it's just
But
so stupid.
yeah, you know what? And that's where I had to learn when I first went to Japan, when I was like, 19, 20 years old when I went to Japan. I was wondering why people, me being black, when I get off the plane, I'm walking in and they was looking at me like everybody was all like, ooh, ooh. But then I was watching a TV and
Yeah,
I noticed every show they showed was every black guy always had a gun, always was the bad dude at every movie. He always shot, he was the gangster, and I was like, so that's probably what they're thinking about. So all the American shows, they make sure that the black people was always the bad person in the movie, always. And I was like, these Japanese people think that all the black people this way. It's crazy.
and yeah, it's just stupid because you
Yeah,
you just need to use the logic, right?
that's
If
it.
if Mexico it's a world third third world country, why when you go to Cancun, you see all these resorts and all these or when you go to Mexico City, when you go to the, let's say, the good part or the beautiful part of the city, you see these big buildings, and you have the soccer stadium that is so huge, and you have all these all these architectures
Yeah.
that you say that's not of a third world country. There is of course there is a problem with with the society here. There is a problem of people with a good status, good people with jobs, people with degrees, and that.
Right.
And some others that don't really have the same life,
right,
and then decide to go to America in a illegal way.
Right.
But the ones that we have a good life, of course, we stay here, right?
Right, of course.
Or we only go to other countries because we have an opportunity or something like that. For example, I have a cousin that lives in Australia, in Melbourne.
Okay, Melbourne, okay.
She only moved there because she had the opportunity.
Right.
Not because he didn't have a good life here. It was not because that. It was because she and her husband found it a very good opportunity there. Yeah, so
wow,
that's the way I see it.
Wow, no, and that's man, it just things need to be changed. It is, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, or you see, for example, other countries like Brazil or Argentina or something like that.
Right.
They are part of almost the same system as here.
Right.
The only thing I see is that maybe because another big problem here is the government. The government here is so bad. It's trash. The government here is trash. It's trash.
That's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, but at least in America it's not as bad as here.
Yeah.
Here it's only corruption, stupid laws.
They I'm gonna tell you, America is bad too. It's just what it is here is that the people fight for it, and people change the laws. And so that's the only thing that's we have where we can actually fight. There's some countries you can't fight for the law change. The law is not going to change. Here, people fight for it because this country is about money. Once everybody gets together and say we're not buying this no more, we're not buying, then they like, oh, okay, we would change. So it's a lot of changes that needs to be made, but you got to all come together. That's the only way that is. If not, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the way how to change things, right? Find a way to really change for the good, right? It's like you say, you need to pressure the government to make changes to.
Yeah, I do, but it takes everybody though.
Like,
can't be no one or two people. It's got to be 85% of the people in the town, or it's got to be that many people that's not afraid, because we give like now America's trying to take back a lot of stuff because we have gave the government way too much power. They got way too much power. So everybody's like knowing that the government got, so everybody's fighting for a lot of things right now. So a lot of changes that's going on in this country that, I'm kind of happy that people are fighting for, because it's only going to make this country better for the next 100 years. Right? I will not be living in the next 100 years, but at the same time, it will make the country a lot better, and then these people that's going to be in the next 100 years, they're going to look back at this day, and just be like, how did the people live like that? Because things are going to change, and this is, I think the most coolest thing is to be able to have a conversation with people from other countries. I think somebody need a platform to just have conversations, because I can learn something from what you guys do there in Mexico, just as much as you can learn something for what we do here in America. There's things that can help each other countries out, but the people can do it. We don't have to wait on the freaking government to do shit. We're free to do it our damn self. If we just get enough people together, you can communicate and do things yourself, man. And we know all the government want, all people want is money. That's it. Money and control.
And especially here to steal money.
Yeah. And they say, yeah. Oh, yes. That's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere, man. But yeah. Anyway, I can go on forever for this. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we can be here for hours, but.
Yeah, I know, and I wish I had that much time, but I don't.
Okay. Getting back to basketball, you were all talking about Kobe Bryant. Did you watch the Hall of Fame speech of Vanessa?
No, I didn't, man. I'm not gonna even lie. I couldn't even watch it.
Oh,
It was too. It get too emotional for me, so I try not to even watch it, man. It's better for me to just remember him as the last phone call we had and talked on the phone and had a good conversation, and I'd rather leave it at that. Not continue talking about the death and talking about, I just it gets too much for me. You know what I mean? I feel that a person like Kobe should always be remembered. He's unique. One of a kind type guys in this era. And sometimes you got to leave it at that good moment of life. You got to leave it at that. You can't always keep digging and digging for things about this person, because Kobe is Kobe, man. All right. Kobe is relentless. He's just one of them guys that whatever it is that he want, he's going to work his butt off to go get it, and he will break you down. Like when you watch a film every night, he will find out your weakness, and he's going to make sure that you are playing to your weakness every night. That's just being really smart about the game and taking a lot of time. And you talking about sacrifice, that's all he did. So.
Yeah, I was just remembering his final game when he had 60 points.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, it was
Who
like,
else?
yeah.
Who else would do that? Who else would do that?
He was 38, right? At age. Or something like that. I mean, he was old.
Yeah, he was old. Yeah, most definitely. For basketball,
he was old, right?
He was old. Yeah, it's like dog years.
Yeah, and the dude does just kill. He played against Utah that last game, right? Mm-hmm. The dude was cooking them. Yeah, he was amazing. Mm-hmm. And to end your career, are already like a legend with 60 points.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I was like shocked to tell the truth. I was shocked because
it is crazy. It's a crazy thing, man. And Kobe is he's unique, man. He's one of a kind, man. So we just, we just live on through him, just keep basketball going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
Thank you.
For responding and me to my invitation. For
yes,
most important, for taking the time.
Yes.
I know your time has a value. You're working.
Yeah.
You have things to do.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Right. No, I appreciate it, man. And continue reaching out, continue bettering yourself through the process. This is the process, man. You're gonna go back and look at this and you're gonna say, I'm gonna do another interview with him, in 6 months from now. I know I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna, that's what we do, man. That's what we do. I have done a lot of interviews through the whole pandemic. There was a lot of I love the young generation. I love them. I do. I love they fearless. They fearless. They just want to get it done. They want, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try that. And I love it. I really do. And anytime that you have opportunities to do stuff like this, and there are a lot of good guys that are just like me that would love to help out. Just sometimes we get caught up with our daily life and and it's like sometimes you get busy doing so many things and then you don't realize a whole week went by. To you, it's like, dude, I've been getting a hold of you. To me, I'm like, damn, a week went by already, can't believe, and so I was happy that this whole time opened up for me. That's why I went to go early, because I have some stuff to do later. I was like, if you can go at 4, let's knock it out, let's get it done. And I'm also doing my MBA, it's assistant MBA program that I'm doing. So assistant coaching MBA program that I'm in. It's a 6-month program. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, Mondays and Thursday, I get locked in. And it's like evening classes where we all, like, everybody's online. It's probably about 20 of us, and they're teaching us the whole way of being a assistant coach in the NBA. So we got to learn all this analytic stuff and so much stuff that we got to learn. So there's, in the evening, I get caught up with my time, like saying, oh, I got to go watch this film, or I got to go do this. And sometimes it's like, I tell myself, I'm like, man, this is a lot of stuff, man. Like, I had to watch 6 games of the G League. And I had to watch these games. I had to break it down. I had to tell them about this stuff. And it was a lot of stuff, bro. Like, trust me, one game to watch is 3 hours, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So this is like, wow, you guys want us to do all this? Like, man, I don't even have the time of the day to do all this. So to do like this interview and take an hour to, to do this, it's kind of tough to squeeze in. But I'm glad today that I had a chance to meet you. I think I would tell you, continue doing it. Continue doing what you're doing. I have had like probably 50 million interviews in my life. And, I could tell you, continue, moving forward, continue reaching out to people, reach back out to me again in the next 3 months or whatever you want to, reach back out, because my life probably, I'm actually moving from Philadelphia to Las Vegas in 2 months.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'd be out in Vegas in 2 months. So at the end of the day, things can change. Probably in like 3 months from now, you might want to reach out because, I hope to have a job in college by then. So it'll be a little different conversation, you know what I'm saying? So just stay in contact, man. And I'm been trying to go to Mexico City anyway, so I want to go visit there. So I hope then, we'll be able to connect and meet up over there.
Actually, it's funny because my father wants to go to Las Vegas because he's a Raiders fan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They're in Vegas now.
Yeah,
that's where I went to college at, man. So that's cool.
Yeah,
so please keep me in mind, man. Reach out. if you guys come out there, just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
And the great part is that actually there is a lot of people waiting for this interview, because the ones in my college, contacts from LinkedIn, friends. That's
Okay.
the great part, that there's actually a lot of people hoping to see this interview.
Oh, okay. Well, cool, man. Like I said, we can keep it going. Like I said, we can always meet back up and do another one, man, if you need to. So just let me know.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, man. No problem, bro. No problem. All right. Talk to you later.
A nice day. Thank you
Yep,
so
you
much.
too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.